Hello, dear friends. Hi, intuitive friends. I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. All righty. Let me double check that the audio is good. Yep, it sure is because I hear myself over here. All right, so we're good. We are. All right, so let me give you a rundown of what happened here because I know some of you might be a little kind of wondering like what happened. She was in the middle of the reading and all of a sudden, by the way, for those of you who don't know, I am from New York. So today we had a lot of rain. And all of a sudden, the Wi-Fi and everything just stopped working. So I'm in the middle of the reading for Virgo. And then all of a sudden, kadoosh, off. So I had to wait for everything to get back on in order for me to then get back on. So my apologies. But we were up to Virgo, okay? So I'm going to jump in now and finish Virgo, and we're going to go all the way to Pisces. So if you're interested in seeing the first half of the Virgo reading, you can, and then come back over. Or I'm just going to give you a quick recap because I was up to this part first, okay? And then I hadn't gotten to the obstacle or challenge and the outcome. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do this. All right, let me put some background music as per usual. All righty. And let me write down. Hello, Virgo, and welcome. My apologies. I'm here in New York, and we had quite a rainstorm and knocked out the Wi-Fi for whatever reason. That's never happened to me, but my apologies. And it looks like I had a run-in with ink at some point. So my apologies to you, Virgo, but we're going to continue here as we were. This is part 2, so I just divided the live stream into 2 parts. Aries to Virgo is going to be part 1. Virgo to Pisces is going to be part 2. So here we go. So if you remember from the first part of the reading, you have history and balance that came out of the deck for you, Virgo, and your significant other. Okay. I don't know if there we go. You and your significant other. Okay. Again, this is your energy, Virgo, and your person. And we're going to take a look at energies here for the month of March, as well as the obstacles, challenges, or blockages that may potentially be coming up in March, and an outcome, or taking a look at how we can kind of trump over the obstacles or challenges. Okay, so that is what happened in part 1. My Wi-Fi was knocked out, but we are now back. Now, for you and your significant other, you guys have history and balance. And what I was saying here about this is what I channeled was the fact that there could be here a potential history between you and your significant other here. Now, it could be just you feel like you've known them for a long time. They feel like they've known you for a long time, or you may have been together, or you are together for quite some time. Okay. Now, the energy here that's coming through for the month of March is that there's this sense of balancing each other out. There's this sense of the yin and yang energy. One person could be a little bit more intuitive. The other one could be more action-based. One person could be more extrovert. The other one could be more of an introvert. But there's this sense of balancing each other out here, okay, in the month of March. What else also coming in here is that, like, again, For some of you, there's going to be a deeper sense of a bond between you and your significant other. It says sudden feelings that this is the one. Okay. So for some of you, you're going to be feeling like more romantic. There's going to be more of a bond here being established. For others of you who have been together and you are a seasoned couple, there's just this kind of like more stability coming through here. You do have here physical connection, the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. A lot of passion here coming up in the month of March for you and your significant other. In both of these cards here, the pink ones here, you do see that the two people are pretty much, intertwined with one another physically or energetically. Here energetically, because you see, actually this one, here energetically, because you see that little kind of like, little string of what looks like fairy lights. So energetically and physically. Okay, so there you could be feeling both of them or one of them here, one of those kind of energies here between you and your significant other. And what came out? Whoa. Okay, so this is what just popped out of the deck. Actually, two popped out of the deck. So nightmare and transgression. Okay, so we're looking here at the potential obstacle here that could be coming up here for you and your partner. Okay, so we have here nightmare. All right, nightmare, and you also have here transgressions. Okay, so what I'm picking up here with nightmare is that there's this sense here that I'm getting here either one of you or both of you. Okay, long nights here, but more of kind of like having difficulty sleeping. So, or like insomnia type of energy here. All right, so there could be here something here that if it feels like it's unbalanced, okay, remember that we talked about balance being a driving force here for you and your significant other in the month of March. So if something does not feel equally balanced here for you in the month of March, it may show itself through having difficulties falling asleep, insomnia, difficulty staying asleep, affecting your bodies in some way, shape, or form, but related to having like very difficult time falling asleep or staying asleep or having nightmares or some type of sleeping disturbance is how it's coming across here. Okay. For others of you here, you have transgression. Okay. And the obstacle or potential obstacle that could be coming up here in the month of March between you and your significant other here is that there's this sense here of kind of like seeing the other person's, remember that I talked about here, that balance, seeing the other person's kind of like the opposite of what they are, seeing it as a flaw, or kind of like, for example, if a person is more yin energy, more quiet, more receptive, more laid back, and the other person is more of an extrovert or more action based, the fact that if these two energies, right, aren't compromising or aren't intertwining in a loving way, okay, in a receptive way for each other, right, accepting each other as you are, then there may be here a little bit of looking at the person's way of being as a flaw, right? Or as something so different than me. So if you're looking at the glass in the month of March, okay, potentially here, half empty, then that's all you're going to see. If you're going to see the lack or the what's not happening or what we don't have or what, what's going on that isn't, then that's all you're going to be focusing your energy on. And so that is only going to bring disharmony or a sense of imbalance. But if you look at the fact that, my partner has their glows and their grows, and I have my glows and my grows, and we're going to be focusing on our glows, and we're going to see how we're going to work together as a team, then there's this sense here of being able to correct or redirect the energy back to seeing the glass half full rather than half empty. Okay, and that's how this is coming out for you. Okay, Virgo, for you and your significant other. And what came out of the deck? The Nine of Pentacles, a sense of satisfaction. How can you overcome this uh this obstacle or potential obstacle or challenge here? Well, by, like I said, number one, feeling comfortable in your own skin and accepting your partner for who they are and what they bring to the table. Okay. Being able to say, okay, my partner is able to bring this to the table. They may not do X, Y, and Z the way I like, or how or they might show their, love language in a different way than I am, then I accept it. But you know what? We're going to talk about that. We're going to work that out. Okay. Because there's a sense here of either you physically being together for a very long time, or that the connection is so intertwined and so kind of like spiritual or interconnected, that there's this energy of both of you kind of like mixing, mingling, intertwining here in a way that's going to promote or increase, the romance, increase the physical connection here between the both of you, right? As long as you remain focused on the fact that you balance each other out, right? The moment you start looking at that yin and yang symbol as opposites and not as two people that can work together, then that's where this can pop up here for you. Okay, in the month of March. Nine of Pentacles is the sense of satisfaction here. I'm also getting here kind of like you focusing on you, right? Like focus what you can bring to the table, and then your partner focusing what they can bring to the table of this connection, of this relationship. Okay. And so if both of you are bringing in your very best, right, and whatever may seem a little bit kind of imbalance, that you talk about it, that you connect rather than look at it as a potential disconnect, then that is how you're going to be able to overcome this energy here. Okay. Virgo, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Gemini. Gemini, you are up next. Hello, Gemini, and welcome. Whether you are a Gemini sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or however Gemini may show up in your astrological birth chart, or in houses that deal with relationships and love, then these messages are for you and for your significant other, your partner, your soulmate, your twin flame. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on your March energies as a couple. But before I begin, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And yes, I divided the live stream into two parts because for whatever reason here in New York, we had a lot of rain and the Wi-Fi just cut out in the middle of my live reading the first time around. So this part is going to include signs from Virgo all the way up to Pisces. Okay, I'm going to give you a rundown here of how this reading is going to go. First, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on anything that could potentially be coming up in your direction here in the month of March, blessings, anything that I see coming up. Then I'm going to take a look at what potential obstacles, challenges, or blockages may be coming up as well, and how to move past it, right? Because that's the important part. It's not that so much of it's going to happen, right? This is the potential energy of this obstacle, challenge, or blockage, and how to reroute yourself if you see this going in that direction. Okay, so of course, as I always say, we can always rewrite our own our own outcome in a way, right? So let's take a look here, Gemini. You and your significant other, what information here is coming up for you? What energies are coming in for you, Gemini, and your significant other here in the month of March? If you are in a connection, a separation, or in a long distance relationship, that reading is already up for March. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, please feel free to take a look at that in the connections and separation reading. But for now, couples, you have security here. Okay, so here in the month of March, there is going to be here an energy of feeling either more secure in your relationship or creating more of a sense of security, safety, stability here, being able to share vulnerabilities with each other here. I'm getting here providing comfort. Okay, so for some of you, it could be emotional support or comfort. For others of you, it could be comfort in other ways. Okay, whether I don't know, some of you may be living with each other, living together. Others of you may be married already. But whatever it is, there's this sense of comfort. Okay, not only supporting each other but helping each other in some way, shape, or form. Okay, some of you, it could be financial support, kind of leaning into each other. Hey, hon, can you cover for me this month because this, that, and the other. I don't know, just giving you examples. But I'm getting here that there's this sense of feeling more at ease or more in the sense of comfort within your relationship, whether that is physical, whether that is passionately, whether that's in the bedroom, outside of the bedroom, whether that's in conversations, whether that is being able to share vulnerabilities. It could come or look in different ways. As you know, this is a general reading, but I am getting here this type of comfort level being felt here. And another reason why that may be the case is because you have steady and true. So here, your connection here, Gemini, between you and your significant other, there's going to be a feeling here or an increase type of energy here of stability and authenticity, being able to share your thoughts, feelings, feeling that this connection is very much grounded or stable here, okay, in the month of March. So you may see that kind of, and look at this, in both cards, there is a beautiful heart here. So for some of you here, there's going to be an increase here of a bonding between the both of you. Okay, so there's this sense of more bonding here, whether that's a physical connection, whether that's falling in love with each other, whether that's strengthening the love between each other here. I'm getting the number 5 here, as you have the number 41 here with the security card, but I'm also getting here the number 5. So of course, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. All right. So there could be here some sudden changes in the manner of like this. This is how it's coming out. A sudden change in that either one of you or both of you are going to feel as if you are more dependable, right? So either you, Gemini, something may come up with your partner and your partner may feel like this is a time to kind of like bond more with you, like you're going to be more supportive to them. And then that's going to genuinely bring in this type of increase comfortability or increased sense of stability here. Now that could go vice versa. You with your partner with you. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through here for the month of March. Gemini, month of March here for you and your partner, soulmate, twin flame. And you have here past life relationship. There is going to be this energy, like I said, of extra bonding. Now, for some of you, you've been together for quite some time. So there is a sense of a shared history together because you are a seasoned couple. For others of you, there's this feeling here that's either going to be created, or something here may deepen the sense of this kind of like a past life connection with your person, or your person with you. It's like you've felt like that you've known them for a long time, even if in reality, meaning in the 3D realm, you really haven't known them for a very long time. So there is going to be an increase, as I said before, of feeling a little bit more comfortable with each other. There's going to be a sense of being feeling like you can depend on one another. You may even see sign, symbols, synchronicities here within your connection, meaning telepathic communication. You're thinking about your person calls you. Your person is thinking about you. You end up calling or texting them or something like that. So there's this sense of synchronicities here that may be occurring here in the month of March that you may notice here, Gemini, or your partner may notice, or both of you may notice here. Okay. That's because there's this sense of the energies intertwining here more than the usual. That's how it's coming across. It's good. If you know, you're probably gonna say, yeah, you know, I love my significant other, my partner, my spouse, my soulmate, my twin flame. I love them. They love me. This is always the case. But there's something here energetically that is creating a deeper sense of bonding here this month of March. You also have here third party. So why is this important? Now, this is important because there could be here outside forces, external situations, circumstances, or events that could potentially be trying to influence this connection. Now, for some of you, yes, it could be a third person, whoever that third person may be. Okay. For others of you, it may be just a third energy, meaning it could be work related, it could be family related, it could be some type of outside stresses, okay, which makes sense why you have a heart in a nest. There is going to be here a situation, potential situation, circumstance, or event that is going to create this energy of needing more support from one another. Okay. And if this is a third party interference, meaning someone, a person from the outside interfering in, it will only show how steady and true your connection is. How can you both manage the stress or the situation, circumstance, and event that may be that third party, whether it be a person or whether it be a third energy coming in. Now, here with third party, it says you may be dealing with a karmic situation. Okay, so that could be a friend, family, a loved one. Okay, if you have had a past relationship or a prior relationship, and you share children, or they share children with a another person that they had a relationship in the past or recent past, then this may be coming up here for either you, Gemini, or for them, or for both of you here together. Okay, so it could be either one or vice versa. Okay. Let's take a look here at what obstacles, challenges, and blockages may potentially be coming up. And then we're going to take a look at how we can overcome that. Okay. All right, Gemini, let's see. And we have here transgressions. Look at that. Transgressions. Kind of like, it's funny because take a look at this. If you take a look at that, you see it looks like a unicorn's head, but the skull of it. Okay. Now I'm getting, if you know me, you know my channel, I'm not one to always be like the third party and there's someone trying to interfere, and unless I see it. If I see it and if it's coming through, then that's what I'm going to channel. And that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, Gemini. So there could be here a third party interference, a person. Now I'm being very specific because of this energy here. There could be here a third party interference, a person who may be jealous here of the connection that you, Gemini, have with your significant other. Okay, it doesn't have to be jealousy, but it could be. Okay, could be something here. There's someone here that may be looking from the outside in and may be in a way either jealous, or this person, this third party person, may have had a relationship with your person before you, okay? And there could be some type of tension that this person may be potentially trying to create here in the month of March. Now, this could be on your end, Gemini. So it could be someone from your past trying to intrude, or it could be your partner, your significant other, your spouse, your twin flame, your soulmate, someone from their past trying to, trying to cause problems here in this connection. Now, it could be an ex. For others of you, it could be family. So either your family, Gemini, or your person's family. Okay? You got that? It could also be friends circles, okay? Meaning someone in your friend circle, Gemini, that could be happening, or your person's circle or social network, okay? So keep an eye out for that, because there either is something very special here between your connection here, Gemini, you and your person, or here there's people from the outside looking in, kind of like, wow, Gemini has a good relationship or a stable relationship. Or maybe it's not you, maybe it's your person. Someone on their end is saying, wow, there's something very special here. And there's like kind of like that green-eyed monster coming in. If you look at here, there's a little bit of green here on the side. So there could be that type of energy here. All right. And that energy coming from the fact that from the other person's perspective, okay, Gemini is coming across as the other person's perspective is that you and your partner have something very special here, okay? And there's something kind of here like the longing of it. Another thing that I'm getting here is that there's this sense here that either you, Gemini, or your partner here may not realize how special this connection is. And there may be moments or pockets here in the month of March where either you, Gemini, or your partner may take this special magical love for granted. Maybe not intentionally, maybe unintentionally here. Because again, there could be here a third party. Now, in this case, this third party is coming through as maybe your work, your outside factors here. And because you're so consumed by the outside factors, okay, it could be friends, family, or other responsibilities, it's like you're not taking meaning as a couple, the plural you, not the singular you together as a couple may not be realizing the special connection that you have, because it's like the kind of like the focus is outside of the relationship here due to responsibilities or things of that nature. Okay, that's how this is also coming across. Now let's take a look. Whoop. Yep, I was gonna say let's take a look, and that just popped out of the deck. Let's take a look at how you can overcome this energy. Number one, you have the Three of Cups here. Three of Cups, reconciliation, reunion here. So if there is a situation, circumstance, or event where you feel that there could be a little bit of added tension here from outside responsibilities or from a third party here, whether it be from your end or their end, there's this sense here, if there is a strife or there's a conflict here between the both of you, to remember to be there and comfort each other, right? To be that rock for your person, or you be that rock for your person. Okay, so vice versa. If there is a sense of an argument here, reconciliation and reunion here, this is what this is talking about. Kind of making, kind of like doing a clean slate, not taking a look at the fact that there was a mistake, or there was an argument, or there were some type of conflicts here that may potentially be brought on by that third energy. Okay. So what does that mean? The Three of Cups, reconciliation, reunion, compromising, apologizing, restoring the energy overall. Another thing that's coming across is remembering that there is a very deep connection here, a steady and true, okay? So stable and authentic connection here between you and your significant other, your soulmate, your twin flame, your partner, your spouse here. And that there is here this sense that the mutual bond of friendship here, as long as both of you continue to nurture that, that will be the driving force here to allow you to, guess what? Here you have the Ace of Cups. Fill each other's cup with love and romance here in the month of March, okay? Ace of Cups is a beautiful energy. It's an energy of restoring, renewal, okay? The renewing of the love if something may be feeling a little off, or if something is feeling more like you are developing that bond, you're going deeper, okay? Especially here with the security, there's a sense of more stability being felt here, and that's because there's going to be this sense of more romance, love, and passion here between the both of you, as well as your intuition. Okay, so together as a couple, like I said, there's this feeling here of energetically being linked here, and that coming across here with the Ace of Cups. It's like both of you, okay, when you're really focusing on, you know, the positives here of your connection, it's like as long as your focus is on the, you know, being authentic and honest here about, you know, whatever may be this potential situation, challenge, or whatever this may be, as long as you are able to have a sense of emotional maturity in this connection, then the month of March will be a little easier. Okay, it'll be more about this beautiful positive energy here, rather than focusing so much on, you know, the person's mistake, maybe the, you know, or the person, you know, each other's flaws, right? Or the contradiction here of something that may seem like, you know, something was discussed, but then something else is happening because of this third party energy. Okay, Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. I hope that you can, of course, insightful, and then you could give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Libra. Libra, you are up next. Hello, Libra, and welcome. Whether you are a Libra sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or however Libra may show up on your astrological natal chart or astrological houses focusing on love and relationships, then these messages are for you and your significant other, because this is the couples, partner, soulmates March reading, okay? March messages. So first and foremost, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And I hope that if you want to learn more about me, my credentials, my client testimonial, just look down below in the description box and click on that credentials link. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may potentially be coming up here in the month of March, as well as what potential obstacles, challenges, or blockages may be there as well, and how you can overcome them as a couple. Because these messages are not just for you, Libra, they're for you and your significant other. Of course, if you want to maximize your reading, take a look at where your Venus may be, your Venus placement on your astrological natal chart, so you can also take a look at that as well. All right, or other astrological houses focusing on love and relationships on your on your astrological chart, if you know it. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here, Libra. These messages are for you and for your significant other, your partner, your soulmate, your connection. What's coming through here for Libra and their person here for the month of March? And you have here patience. Patience is going to be very important here for you and your significant other this month, whether you are patiently awaiting for some type of, you know, I was coming across as like a manifestation, something that you've been wishing, hoping, or desiring. For others of you here, a project or something that you are either working together or individually here. There's this sense here of patience being a very key factor here for you and your significant other in this a month of March. Okay, so kind of like taking into account that there could be here something brewing, something developing, something, you know, very positive, you know, coming to the surface here. But whatever this is, it needs time to bake, sort of speak, in the oven of the ethereal. Okay, so what do I mean by that? There could be here divine timing here at play in your connection here in the month of March. Okay, and you have here confusion right behind that. So there could be here something that either you, Libra, or your person may be either thinking about. Maybe this is going on right now at this moment in time. So you could be entering this energy. Some of you may may be in this energy at this particular moment in time, or some of you may be exiting this energy. So take this as it may resonate here for the month of March. And it's funny because I wanted to say June here. I don't know why, but I wanted to say June. So I don't know if there's something connected to a project or a goal that you may have for either June or the summer here, Libra, but I literally heard June in my in my mind. Okay, so something here that you may be awaiting. For others of you here, this confusion may be that either you, Libra, or your partner, or both of you are really thinking a lot about something connected to your connection. It could also be something connected outside of your connection, but it affects your connection in some way, shape, or form. For example, family, children, job, finances, things like that may not be, happening in your connection, but because they're external forces, they do play a role here within your connection. So there could be here something that either you or your significant other may be worrying about here in the month of March, where patience is going to be needed here by you, Libra, and your significant other, or both of you together as partners. Okay, I'm getting here the confusion being like either a lack of clarity here on something, or for others of you, the confusion could be a minor misunderstanding. Okay, not really understanding something here and kind of trying to figure something out. All right. All right, let's take a look here. What else is coming through here, Libra, for you and your significant other? Ooh. And you have here, let go of the past. I'm not surprised this is coming out here because you have your confusion. Remember that I just said 2 seconds ago, validation, confirmation. There could be here a misunderstanding of some sorts. And let go of the past here says clear energy to allow more love in your life. So in order for you to be able to, you as a couple, okay, not just you, Libra, the only person, you as plural, you and your significant other, in order for something to clear here in the month of March that may either be potentially coming up or something that has been kind of like festering for quite some time, because I do see here the hourglass. So this could be something in your past or recent past that's still kind of rearing its head here in the month of March. This is talking about let go of whatever tension, misunderstanding, miscommunication, sense of kind of thinking about that thing over and over and over again. And remember, what you think about, you bring about. Wherever your mind goes, energy flows. So if this is something having to do with something that's not very positive, and your mind is always going to that either specific event, circumstance, situation, or the outcome that may not have been the best, then that's the energy that you're feeding into your connection, right? So this is talking about you letting go of what this situation, circumstance may have been in the past or recent past, or whatever this misunderstanding or miscommunication may be here that may potentially come up here in the month of March. One way to strengthen your connection here is to let go of the past and not be bringing it up over and over again, allowing time to heal that wound, and at some point create a clean slate mentality or clean slate type of energy. Love language, gift giving here. So some of you here may be either receiving a gift or giving a gift here in the month of March. There could be here, anniversaries, dating anniversaries. There could be here maybe wedding anniversaries. Maybe there's kind of like a gesture of good faith here, of course, here trying to rekindle or recuperate this connection here of some sorts, right? Connecting more with your partner. It says tokens of reciprocity. There we go. Reciprocity, hold cherished memories. Okay, so there could be here something that either you gift your partner, your partner may gift you, as a way of clearing or making amends here in the month of March. Okay, so whether that be you, Libra, or your partner, but there's a sense of giving a gift, and the gift doesn't always have to be tangible. It could be tangible. Okay, it could be a pet, because they're showing here a dog here, or it could be something tangible that your partner may like or that you may like. Okay, really understanding the love language here for each party here is important. But it could also be the gift of the intangible gift of time. Okay, so time, something that is so important and so at times, a struggle for us to be able to make in our connections. And it could be here just making the time to spend more quality time together here. And that being here a way for, again, to clear or bring more bonds here, more of a bond or a chemistry, increase the bond or chemistry here for you, Libra, and your significant other here in the month of March. Let's take a look here at any obstacles that may be coming up. Look at that transmission. Now you see two people there, right? And what's interesting is that these two people are not looking at each other. Okay, so potential obstacle, look at this, knowledge. I'll bring that out as well. Okay, because it's coming across as it's funny because it's coming across as Gemini energy also. So even though Libra, this is your reading, there could be something here connected to Gemini, whether it's on your chart, maybe you have a lot of air signs on your chart, or maybe your significant other, your spouse, or your mate here may either be a Gemini, or they may be an air sign, or they may have an air sign in Venus, or their moon, their rising, something like that. It's coming up as Gemini energy. But what's interesting is that Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So if I'm getting that type of channeled message, this could be here talking about your communication. Again, a misunderstanding here, as I said at the top of the reading, a confusion because there is either a misunderstanding here between you and your significant other here about something, okay? Or something, I'm getting kind of like something related to like an argument, like a topic being brought up, or something here in the month of March creating some type of argument and someone not being able to let it go. Transmission here is all about the gift of time, like being so caught up in, you're caught up in your energy of, getting something done. Your partner is caught up in their energy of getting something done. There's kind of like a limited either time or a limited sense of being able to bond with one another. And then that creating here or influencing or impacting your connection here of some sorts. So there could be here for some of you, for example, we don't spend too much time together, or we're not going out as much, or, when are we going to connect? Okay, so that type of energy here. And like I said, I was getting here the gift of time for some of you as being something that's not tangible, but is important here in the month of March. So I'm getting that here with transmission. The gift of each other's company here may be a potential underlying situation, circumstance here, or event, or a potential blockage here in the month of March. So how can you juggle, all the important things that you have going outside of your relationship while still being able to maintain the connection within your relationship here? Okay. You also have here knowledge. Okay. So how can knowledge be an obstacle? Well, if you're not paying attention, or you're not listening to your significant other's love language. What do I mean by that? Well, Libra, you may be showing love to your partner in the way that you understand or perceive love to be given. It may not be the same language that your partner may be receiving it as. If you haven't read the book, Five Languages of Love, please read it. It's such a great, great book. And I feel here that that may be the case here. There may be something coming up here potentially in the month of March, or this may be something that has been spoken about several times and is just resurfacing again in the month of March, where it's like you haven't learned your partner's love language, or your partner hasn't learned your love language. And there's this sense of kind of like being a little bit off there with that. Okay. Others of you, the knowledge could be it's like you're spending too much time on something. Maybe too much time on your phone, maybe too much time watching something on TV, maybe spending time on something else that's not connected to your partnership or your connection. So it's like your energy is somewhere else, or your focus may be something else, because you're either learning more about it, studying about it. Your focus is more about that for this particular moment in time. For some of you, you could be like learning something new at work. There could be here some sense of maybe there's a training, maybe there's something here that one of you or both of you are spending more time here having to do with your career or your studies here of some sorts, right? And so that may be creating some type of impact here on the amount of time that you can spend with one another. Let's take a look at how you can overcome this energy here, Libra, and then we're going to jump into Aquarius here. How can you overcome this situation, circumstance, potential situation, circumstance, or event? And we have here the Two of Wands. Well, how can you overcome this situation right here? Well, planning. The Two of Wands energy here is coming across as two, right? They're thinking about how they're going to get to this side, right? So this is talking about taking the time. Look at that. Hermit energy, Virgo energy here. It's the Virgo energy is all about you focusing, okay, soul searching, listening to this, to these messages and say, well, how can I use this valuable input here in my connection this month? Okay, that's what that is, introspection. And both of these cards are introspection in some way, because the Two of Wands here is taking the time to plan and to focus and to think about what your next move may be, thinking about it, okay, discussing it, figuring out how are we going to make more time together, or how are we going to really kind of clear up this confusion here, or this lack of communication or miscommunication or lack of transparency, or something that keeps coming up over and over again in regards to our connection or our relationship. Like, let's sit down and figure this out. Another message that's coming through here with the Two of Wands is either one of you or both of you have to really take a look at your relationship and say to yourself, there's something here we need to let go. There's an old pattern of behavior, or there's something here that we need to let go. Hello, confirmation yet again, something here that we need to let go in order to move in a better a connection, or to create a better connection between the both of us. So there isn't this sense of ambiguity or vagueness or misunderstanding or getting too caught up in your head because you're just thinking about something over and over and over again, because it's not being resolved, right? So that's why it's always on the mind. So once it's resolved with this Two of Wands energy, kind of making that decision, listen, once and for all, let's let this go, whatever this is for you. The Hermit card here is Virgo energy. So for some of you, it may be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or as I said before, there could be here some air here in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or in other parts of their chart or your chart. But Hermit card here is that soul searching, looking at something and saying to yourself, okay, how are we going to handle this situation? What's the best outcome? Let's take a moment to figure this out. Let's be patient with each other in this process as we grow deeper in our relationship to understand one another more. Okay, so Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, you are up next. Aquarius, you are up next. For those of you who are joining me, welcome. This is the couples, partners, soulmates reading here for the month of March. Welcome. We are up to Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. Whether you are in Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, these messages are for you, or however Aquarius may show up on your astrological natal chart, or in whichever houses regarding relationship and love this Aquarius sign may show up on your astrological chart. I just wrote down your timestamp, and welcome, Aquarius. If you are in a connection, in however that connection may be, whether you're married, whether it's a connection, whether it's a committed relationship, or however that may show up, then these messages are for you and your partner. Okay, so it's for both of you. All right. For the month of March, this is the couples, partners, soulmates March messages readings. And if you are in a long distance relationship, I do have an exclusive connections and separation reading that's already up for the month of March. These messages are for those of you who are not in a connection and separation, but if you want to take a look at both, hey, why not? Okay. All right, so Aquarius, we're going to take a look here at what energies are coming through for you and your partner, your spouse, your soulmate, your twin flame, okay, your other half here, if you want to say that. And we're going to take a look also at the obstacles. What potential obstacles here may be coming down the pipeline here, potentially in the month of March. And as I always say, just because it shows up here doesn't mean it's going to happen. It could, but it's telling you kind of like, hey, pay attention. And we're going to take a look at how you can kind of divert that energy, right? How can you reroute it in the month of March? Okay. So for those of you who are interested in learning more about me, my credentials, and my client testimonials, take a look down below in the description box and click on that credentials link. I do readings like this privately as well, and you have all my information there in the credentials section. Okay. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look here at what's coming through for you, Aquarius, and your significant other here in the month of March. March reading here for couples, partners, soulmates, for Aquarius and their significant other. Okay, let me bring this up just a little here. I feel like I'm stretching just a little too much there. Okay, much better. All righty there. Let's take a look here. Aquarius and their partner in the month of March. And we have passion. Beautiful. For some of you, it's reignited passion. For others of you, it's more passion here. Now, why am I saying reignited passion? Well, number one, you have the number 14 here 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. So there could have been some unexpected changes in the past or recent past, or there could be here an unexpected change coming up here, okay, in the month of March. And that unexpected change could be just more passion in your relationship, right? For some of you, maybe it's been a little bit lackluster. And for others of you, this is just saying, hey, there's just more reignited passion between the both of you. You also have here regret. And it's so funny because I said reignited passion. So for some of you here, there may have been a little bit kind of a lackluster month before, meaning in February. There may have been a little bit lackluster energy in February. And you want this passion to continue here in the month of March, okay? Or some of you may have had a passionate month in February. You want this passion to continue here in the month of March, okay? Now, why I'm saying reignited passion is because there could be here a potential situation, circumstance, or event, an argument, a disagreement, maybe something, maybe someone I'm getting like someone misspoke something, or they said something they shouldn't have and they regret it, or they did something that they shouldn't have and they regret it, or they didn't do enough of something, or they didn't say something that they should have. Okay. And there's this sense here of, man, I should have known better. I should have worked that situation out better here. Okay. Now, for some of you, this could be, this could have happened in the past or recent past. So you're getting over that energy as a couple. For others of you, there may be here something up in the coming up in the month of March where this may be a little bit of that energy. But guess what? This passion here, this could trump it. So this is telling me here that either one of you or both of you need to be here supportive with one another, especially if there is something here that, either again, something that either left unsaid or unspoken here, or something said, and someone taking it in a way that, maybe it was hurtful, maybe it was painful, maybe it's, something that's, man, I shouldn't have said that or done that, right? But however that may show up for you, Aquarius, and your significant other, there's this sense of, you can get back to, to the passion part. You can get back to recuperating here, that sense of connection here, as long as both of you are willing to kind of, let bygones be bygones and really talk and sort that out. Okay. Let's take a look here at, that came out of the deck very quickly. You have codependency, addiction. There's another card behind this, by the way. I just haven't taken a look at it yet. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, addictions could be anything. Anything could be an addiction, because addiction or obsession is lack of moderation. I was going to say motivation. For some of you, maybe something having to do with motivation here, but it's lack of moderation. So, for example, work, that's great. Work is important. It's great, as long as, it brings income, it creates income. But guess what? If it's not managed, if you're not putting in the balance that's necessary, you could become a workaholic, which can affect your relationship. Same thing with drinking, eating, all those things, right? So anything without moderation could become a codependent behavior here. So this is talking about that type of addiction, obsession, even thinking about things too much, overthinking here. Okay, thinking about something over and over again, that could be in a way, it could affect your relationship or your connection here. So this is talking about kind of, keeping that at bay, keeping that in the back of your mind, and knowing how you can manage that individually, Aquarius, how you can manage that individually, how your partner can manage that individually, or how both of you can manage that together as a couple. Okay. The next card that's coming out, real feelings. Look at that. I mean, talk about validation, confirmation, especially with this passion card here. Okay. Said it at the top of the reading. I'll say it here again. There is an increased sense of bond here, or an increased sense of passion between you and your significant other. It says you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Okay. So again, there is this sense of more added passion, chemistry. I'm also getting here for some of you who are starting your connection. Okay, if you're just starting your connection, there could be here an increase here of kind of like, I'm falling in love with this person. This person is falling in love with me. There's more of a sense of falling in love with one another. And and this is specific for those of you who are just starting your connection, there could be here a little bit of this energy from your past or recent past, a prior relationship that you may have had, and that kind of um, remembering, or kind of like that trauma that impacted you from that breakup, separation, or divorce may be popping up here in the month of March on your end, Aquarius, or on this on your partner's end. Okay, so because things are going so well, or because there is this sense of falling in love with each other, there's this kind of energy here of, oh my gosh, like getting a little bit spooked or scared here of something. Okay, of what if it doesn't keep going in this right direction? What if whatever, it's that feeling of it being too good to be true, is how this is coming across for some of you. Okay. For others of you, even if you have been in a long-term relationship or have had a shared history here with your partner for quite some time, and there could be here the sense of, we've been together X amount of years, or what, we're already married. Like, how can we continue to keep the spark alive here within our connection here? And again, this is talking about, finding ways that you can continue to relive or ignite the passion here between you and your significant other. Okay, so finding different ways and figuring out how you can understand each other's love language and really work with each other's love language in that way. But there is definitely here an increase of passion here. I'm also getting here, especially if you are a couple who's trying to get pregnant. I'm getting here getting pregnant. I'm getting here, yeah, because I'm seeing the Ace of Wands in tarot. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands coming across, and usually when that comes across, it's like fertility as well. So all that passion can create, an expansion in the family. So what I'm talking about here. So if you are planning to increase your family, then hey, that's a welcoming joy. If not, just keep that in the back of your mind here. You have here natural or authentic here coming out as an overall obstacle, challenge, or blockage here as a couple here in the month of March. And it's coming across here as either one of you or both of you not feeling quite centered in this connection for whatever reason, whether it's because of outside factors like work, worrying about financial matters, worrying about other things that are outside of your relationship. Especially when I said here, remember, I said the number 14, 1 plus 4 is equal to 5, or 4 plus 1 is equal to 5, and 5 being a number of change, right? So, or underlining changes here. Okay, so for some of you here, there could be some sense of changes here. Either you thinking about something a little bit too much, and all that thinking about that something, whatever it may be impacting your relationship here in some way, shape, or form. Again, it could be a lack of moderation here on something. It may be even creating healthy boundaries, being able to say no to things that you truly feel like, what, this may not be the best thing here. Okay, or however that may show up for you. Okay, so that doesn't mean that you love your partner any less, but that could mean, very easily saying to your partner, you know what, I don't agree with X, Y, and Z, and or your partner saying something to you, or vice versa here. Okay, so it could go either way, but there's a sense here of not being fully centered here, or for others of you here, saying yes, 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 yes to something, when in reality you feel that that shouldn't be the case. Okay, so being in that type of awareness, not kind of like not trying to hide your authenticity here. Be natural, be real, be organic in your connection. And one way to do that is to allow your feelings to flow. And those feelings could be just your opinion about something. It could be how you think about something, how you feel about something. And it might not be always in alignment with your partner, or your partner's feelings or alignment, or, what they're sharing may not always be in alignment with you. But here's the thing: how can you create a sense of compromise here? Right? Because that's key. As long as both of you are compromising, then you are going to be able to be in this connection of passion, or renewing this sense of passion or togetherness here, this bond. Okay. So let's take a look here at what else is coming through. How can you overcome this obstacle, challenge, or situation here in the month of March? And you have here, look at that, Four of Wands, looking at the stability of your connection. Four of Wands is the marriage card. Four of Wands is the card of commitment here. So this is talking about you, again, reignited passion, increased passion here in the month of March. But also here, both of you really taking a look at your feelings, your authentic feelings for one another. If one partner is wanting marriage and the other one isn't, being able to talk about that. If one partner is looking to increase the family, as in having more children, that needs to be discussed. If one partner is thinking about moving and the other one doesn't want to move, it's like, let's talk about this, because there's something here that could be brewing in either your mind, Aquarius, or your partner's mind here, that needs to be taken care of, because there's something here that may potentially cause a feeling of not being centered in this connection in some way, shape, or form. Okay. And being a little bit too obsessed about that, or not obsessed, but thinking a lot about that thing, and that kind of getting in the middle of your connection here and of your passion. So Four of Wands is saying, well, as long as both of us, look at this, these are two people in this beautiful energy looking at the volcano ahead, or looking at the horizon ahead. Okay. So this is talking about both of you really taking a look at that, and slowly here, Page of Pentacles, slowly grounding your ideas here of a compromise. Okay. So Aquarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, like, share, or subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Scorpio. Scorpio, you are up next. Hello, Scorpio. Whether you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or however Scorpio may show up on your astrological chart, then these messages are for you. I just wrote down your timestamp. And Scorpio, these messages are for you and for your significant other. Okay, so your partner, your your partner, your soulmate, your twin flame. Okay, however, whichever title you may place on your connection. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my credentials, my client testimonials, you could take a look down below in the description box and click on that credentials link. And for those of you who are interested in finding out whenever I go live on live stream, or finding out when I post new or uploaded content, just make sure that you turn on your notification bell. So Scorpio, these messages for today are for you and your significant other, your partner, your soulmate, your twin flame. And we're going to take a look at what is coming in for you here in the month of March, as well as what obstacles, blockages, or potential challenges you may have as a couple, and how you can overcome that as a couple. So this is a couples reading. All right. Let's take a look here, Scorpio, what's coming in for you and your significant other in this couple's partner soulmate March reading. All right, confusion. There may be here something coming up for you here in the month of March where either you may be a little bit confused about something, Scorpio, or your partner may be a little bit confused about something. Okay. Now, if that something could be within your connection, there's some type of energy like something isn't quite right. Now, you may not have said something, or your partner may not have said something, because this feels like it's all up bottled up in the mind right now at this moment in time, right? In March. So there's kind of like something is brewing in the mind. Because this person, I just want to show you here, Scorpio, because this person is looking towards my left-hand side, it seems as if this confusion, this misunderstanding, this kind of like uncertainty or apprehension is connected to the past or recent past. For others of you, this is just you thinking about something over and over again, something that may come up here in the month of March, and you just kind of think about it over and over and over again, okay? Or your partner thinking about it over and over again. Whatever this is, it is causing some type of clouded either judgment or clouded thinking, okay? Something that you're not seeing or viewing, because look, you can't see even this person's eyes. Literally, you could only just see their nose and their mouth. So eyes and mind are clouded. So there's something here that either you're not looking at very clearly here, Scorpio, or your partner is not looking at it very clearly, or both of you as a couple are not looking at it with the type of clarity that needs to be kind of faced, looked at, or, dealt with here. Okay. Wow. Look at this, Scorpio. I mean, talk about sign, symbol, synchronicities, validation, confirmation. Look at that. You have strings, two people coming apart here based on fill in the blank, whatever the situation, circumstance may be. Okay. So whatever it is that is either brewing in your mind, in your heart, or in your soul, or your partner's mind, heart, or soul, it's causing some type of underlying disconnect. Okay. For some of you here, it's even affecting the passion part of your connection. What do I mean by that? I mean, two different ways we can take this. The passion of like that butterfly feeling, that, oh my gosh, I'm in love, that kind of head over heels feeling is slowly weakening or slowly kind of disengaging, or the passion within the physical passion, wink, wink, the bedroom. Okay. So it could be shown in one of those two ways. It could come up in either one of those two ways. Or the passion, the chemistry that was once there could be a little bit lackluster now in comparison to when you started your relationship, either years ago, months ago, days ago, weeks ago, however this may go. Okay. So that's how this is coming up. So there is some type of something feeling or potentially feeling here a little bit off here in the month of March. Now, Scorpio, I haven't taken this out too much because I use this as my clarifier when something like this were to happen. Interesting. I just cut the deck and it came up with coffin, which is, the ending and bringing a new beginning here, the ending of something and starting something new here, and healthy choices here. So very interesting there, but that's not how that's not, that could be partially the message here for you. So there could be something here, handling something in a healthy way, looking at something in a healthy way. Let's see what else is coming up for you. Let's see, Scorpio and their significant other here. Month of March. Look at this. You have abundance here. As long as you're able to somehow figure out what the bottom, like what the foundation, what's the root cause of this. Okay, what is the root cause that's going on here? What's happening that's either you're thinking about this disconnect, or your partner is thinking about this disconnect, or this passionate situation feeling a little bit more lackluster in the month of March here. What can you do to have a positive mindset? Because this is coming across here as not too much of a positive mindset, or not too much of a positive energy here of kind of getting, of unity. There's something brewing here at the bottom or at the core here. Now, whether this is external worries or internal worries, or some type of situation, someone not being very honest with themselves and not taking a good look at how we can solve the problem, how this can kind of be overcome. And that's why abundance is here, as long as kind of like thinking about, it says here, I'm gonna like literally read what's here. It says, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So staying in this energy is going to create more of an expansion. Look at that, you have paradise. So being in the energy of keeping a positive mindset is going to help here kind of flip over the switch in sorts. Okay, kind of flip over the switch here in regards to this potential energy here in the month of March. Okay, where there's a lot of planetary stuff happening. Okay, especially with Pluto being in Aquarius. Even though you may not be in Aquarius, Scorpio, Pluto in Aquarius is impacting many people on their chart. I mean, mine included, and I don't have Aquarius in my chart, but there could be here some type of air energy in your chart. Pluto is bringing and resurfacing a lot of issues that were in the past that have not been faced or brought up to the surface. So anything from the past or anything that hasn't been cleared is going to be in full full exposure here for the next 16 years. Okay, so this Pluto in Aquarius is something of a major impact, and it could be impacting you in a different way. It could be impacting your partner in a different way. It could be impacting your relationship in a different way. Okay, but let's take a look here at what else is coming through here for the month of March. Abundance, keeping a positive mindset is going to be of importance here. And you have, look at that. I mean, Scorpio, release your ex. So here, Scorpio, either you may have thoughts about your ex, or your partner may be thinking about their ex, or your partner may be thinking about your ex, or you may be thinking about your partner's ex. Release your ex. It says the time has come to clear your energy. Even though you may be in this relationship right now, there could be here something, like I said at the top of the reading, look out everything, like I said, validation, confirmation. I told you this person is looking towards the past. My left-hand side. What is the past? What is my left-hand side? Indication, symbol, the past. Okay, something in the past or recent past. For some of you, it could be a past connection. Okay, and that being here kind of like the force in some way, shape, or form. There. By the way, I have another message that I'm channeling also, but I'm giving you one at a time. So the first one is coming up as that there could be here a connection, meaning a residual energy here, Scorpio, between you and your ex, or a residual connection between your partner and an ex. Okay? However that may show up. Could be you, it could be the other person. The point is that because there's that residual energy, you could be focusing on work. You could be focusing on, your responsibilities and your task. And somehow, in some way, shape, or form, your ex pops into your mind, or something reminds you of a past connection. This could be happening to your partner as well. And there's that residual energy that may bring you to that point in time. That's number one. The other message that I'm getting here is that some of you may have a connection here with an ex that you may have children with. Okay. And even though you may think, I'm not with that person, just like, for those of you who don't have a child with an ex as well, you may think, well, I'm physically done and over with in that relationship. And now I'm in another relationship. This is saying that it doesn't work like that, especially if it was a very intertwined energetic connection. There could be here some residual energies, either on your end or on your on your partner's end with their own ex or their own releasing of that energy. Okay. So there could be here that type of energy still being there. And so because of that, there is this underlying energy of you, Scorpio, or your partner not being able to fully connect with each other because of that energy, right? Because maybe the heart is pulling you in a certain direction, or your memories are pulling you in a certain direction. Same thing with your person here. Okay. So that could be here, that type of energetic thing that could be going on here. For others of you here, the clearing here or the releasing has nothing to do with your ex. It has to do with you as a couple, meaning there are things here that keep resurfacing and that have a residual energy that you may take care of at the beginning, and then they go back to the old ways all over again. So you resolve it, then it's not as resolved. Then it's resolved, and then not as resolved. And there's this kind of back and forth energy. And that has nothing to do with people on the outside of your connection. That has to do with with both of you as a couple. Something coming up and bringing in that tension. That tension could be affecting the passion. That tension could be affecting here the frame of mind and the focus here that is needed to stay in a positive mindset. Okay. The other one here says you deserve love. You are lovable. Feeling the sense of worthiness. Okay. Feeling the sense of worthiness. Like you are valuable. You are loved. Kind of showing that in your connection here. You showing it to your partner showing it to you as well. Okay. So that mutual focus. All right. Because this person here, if you take a look at them, they have a bow and an arrow. And in order for this person to let go of that arrow and hit the mark or hit the goal, they need to be focused. They need to be patient, and the perfect, or the not perfect, but the right environment needs to be present in order for that arrow to hit the goal. Okay. So let's take a look here at any obstacles, challenges, or blockages, although I do feel that this had a lot to do with it here energetically. But let's see what else may be coming out for you. Potential blockages. Now, listen, this again, like I say, tarot, oracle cards, this is just showing the potential energy. So you could always change that energy as you see fit here. Okay. Look at this. Discipline. Okay. Discipline. Now, this is coming in, and it's interesting because you also have a cat there, a black cat. All right. Black cat is intuition. Your intuition, especially you, Scorpio. Scorpios are very, very intuitive, okay, because of the water element in your on your chart, okay? You're a water sign. So you're intuitive, you're sensitive, and you're able to pick up on subtle energies and subtle things. So this is saying here, there may be your intuition or your partner's intuition, or both of you intuitively may be picking up. Remember, this is the obstacles or challenges area. There may be a little bit of self-doubt here in something within this connection in the month of March. Okay? Just saying it as it's coming out. All right? I say it as I'm channeling it. This is how it's coming across. Look at that. There's thunder, lightning right behind this person here. and there's a violin. Okay, the same song and dance is what I'm getting here. Like I literally just heard the same song and dance. So there could be here this repetitious or cycle type of energy here happening, whether this is individually a cycle that you haven't broken, Scorpio, that you may have thought that, okay, by disconnecting or ending a relationship in the past or recent past and restarting a new one is going to start a new cycle. This is saying not the case if it's the same issues. Okay, same thing for your partner. If they have, they disconnected from a separation, breakup, or divorce in another connection, and they thought, well, leaving that connection, and now I'm with a new person, and that's going to mean that there's going to be a new relationship. This is saying not the case if you still have some work to do, or if there's some work to be done, okay, internally, or there's some work to be done here. There's a sense of, there could be here a lack of discipline in something here. Maybe remember that I kept saying there's this back and forth energy, right? One, the connection is strong, then it's not, then it's strong, then it's not, then it's strong, then it's not. That could be a pattern of behavior here, either for you, Scorpio, or for your person, or both of you together as a couple. You feel so. Now, granted, that does happen in every relationship. The growing together, the fall. It's like a rubber band. A relationship is like a rubber band. It's not always going to be, in one state of influx, right? It's always going to be in motion. It's not static. It's in constant movement, right? So this is talking about that there could be here a little bit of self-doubt about the potential of something here within your connection. All right. So whether it is that you are voicing it, or whether it is coming across as it's in your mind, it's in your energy, and you're feeling it intuitively, either as a couple or individually, or as a couple, it's coming across here as this is something that we need to kind of work on or look at, because there is a sense here of the mindset kind of going in an opposite direction here. I feel it's like, two people trying to keep it together, and it's, and it's like kind of being a little bit of a struggle here. And again, it's because of these energies that I've discussed. Now, listen, this doesn't mean that it can't be repaired. It just means that you need to be aware of what may be going on, and you need to be honest with yourself. There's a sense of being honest, disciplined here. Okay. Consistency here. There's a sense here of being very honest and open about things on your end, Scorpio, and your partner about the things in there, and their own self-doubt, your self-doubt, the feelings of apprehension here. Okay. And the feelings, whatever that may be resurfacing here. Two of Pentacles, juggling a lot of things here. Well, how can you get over this situation, circumstance, or event? Potential circumstance, situation, or event here in the month of March? Well, Two of Pentacles are two things that are equally important. There are two things here that you value, okay, Scorpio, and your significant other, both of you together, because this is a reading for the both of you. There's something here that both of you, and look at this, there are two people here at the bottom of the deck. Two people looking at the juggling of this rabbit. So both of you here have two things that are of value. And it's like, how can we juggle that? How can we give to both of these things that are important, but yet, it's like the time situation here. For some of you, it's time. For others of you here, it's like your heart is in two places here. And it's like, I don't know what to do, or I don't know how to choose, or I don't know how to fix this. Okay. Some of you, it's connected here to this energy, releasing your ex, or releasing this energy from a separation, breakup, or divorce here. It's like, I'm in a relationship now, or, this relationship that I have here with my partner is important, but how, also how I feel about this other particular thing, whatever that thing may be. job, family responsibilities, whatever it is. This could take many different forms, but both are equally important. How can I manage this? How can I make it happen here? Right? How can I create more either discipline in our connection in order to connect more, or in a way kind of get out of the self-doubt when I am in this kind of busy energy, or when both of you are in this busy energy. Okay, look at this, the moon. Anxiety, fears. Oh wow. Okay, full card, new beginning. You can go in a new beginning here, and yeah, you could have a new beginning here and solidify this, but there's something here that needs to be spoken of. Okay, so moon card. The moon card is great, is a beautiful card. It's talking about intuition. Okay, you are an intuitive side, Scorpio. So just coming out the gate, I'm going to tell you right that you're intuitive. You are picking up on something, or maybe your partner is also a water sign. Okay, they're picking up something. They have water in their chart somewhere. Maybe they're intuitive in their own way also. Okay, in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or some other part of their chart. But there is here a sense of the moon exposes fears and anxiety a lot more, okay, when it's a full moon. So in the month of March, there's going to be a full moon, and this may amplify all these energies that I'm talking about right now, today, on March 3rd. By the way, 3-3 here. Angel number 3-3. Today is March 3rd. This is when this is coming out. So when there's a full moon, or the full moon in March, may amplify here this energy of the fears and anxieties and all these things that I was talking about here. Okay. The moon also is about premonitions. Okay. It's about the secrets unraveling, things coming to the surface. Okay. Things that we don't want to talk about. Remember that Pluto energy that I was talking about? I know this says moon, but this is also saying here, for those of you who know your astrological chart, pay attention, because this could be a change coming up for you. Okay. A change of emotions, feelings, intuitively here. Okay. So Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Cancer. Cancer, you are up next. Hello, Cancer, and welcome. Whether you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or Venus, these messages are for you, or however Cancer may show up on your astrological birth chart, then these messages are for you, Cancer, and for your partner, your significant other, your soulmate, your twin flame. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. I want to start off by saying thank you to you, my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to give me those thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to show me that you are truly interested and enjoying these channel's messages here that I have for you on this live. All right, Cancer. We're going to take a look at, your energy, meaning you in plural form, your energy and your significant other, your partner, your spouse, your soulmate, your twin flame, however you may title your significant other, your partner. We're going to take a look at your energy and their energy together. And then we're going to take a look at the mutual obstacles, blockages, or potential situations that may come up here in the month of March, and then how you can overcome them. Okay. So let's take a look here. Cancer, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or however Cancer may show up on your astrological birth chart for you and your significant other. And if you want to maximize The messages here, if you know your Venus, that's a good place to take a look at. Look at other houses on your astrological birth chart if you know it. And if you do, go to those zodiac signs as well. You could also take a look at your partner's zodiac sign as well, their sun, moon, rising, Venus, okay, or other houses that they may have as well. Let's take a look that focus on love, of course, and connection. All right, so you have depth, deeper together. This is beautiful here. There's a sense of depth here, and there's also codependency here, so be careful. What do I say? Be careful. Okay, so this is also coming across as there could be here a little bit of a change. Some of you could be exiting this codependent behavior. Others of you could be seeing it here in some way, shape, or form in the month of March. Codependent behavior could be addictions, obsessions, something from the past, old patterns of behavior, something that, you as a couple may be working on, or you individually here. Okay, so making sure that you're being very honest and transparent about how you are coping with this. Okay, making sure that you are not adding more fuel to the fire, that you're not kind of like in a way co-signing on bad behaviors here, okay, or on old patterns of behavior. There's a sense here of kind of like one person being a little bit codependent, or kind of giving this sense of, just kind of putting the more back the noise, I'm sorry, not noise, the music just stopped back here. Yeah, so there could be here the sense of just taking that into account here in the month of March. Okay, so making sure that whatever changes, situation, circumstance, or event, that we're kind of like we're supporting our partner in a healthy way, not supporting in a way that's creating more of dependency on something that's not healthy. Okay, and that's how this is coming across. But overall, there is this sense of, again, there's sense of depth. There's the sense of connection here between you and your significant other. There's more of, they could be here, more passion, more togetherness, deeper conversations. Okay, that's coming across here very clearly. Deeper conversations in order to kind of, in a way, clear up this codependent behavior here, which could be either individually or codependent behavior together as a couple. Okay, so again, take this as how it may resonate. Let's take a look here, Cancer, at what else is coming through for you. Deeper conversations, deeper I'm hearing here creating deeper a deeper awareness also is coming across. And that awareness is going to create some sense of more stability within your relationship, okay? Because you do have here 4 hearts, okay? And I'm getting kind of like that 4 of Wands energy, more stability here within your connection as you go a little deeper in, talking about the vulnerabilities, talking about how you can, overcome old patterns of behavior, codependency behaviors here in the month of March, okay? Some of you are exiting this energy. Others of you may be entering this energy here in the month of March, okay? You have true love. Again, validation, confirmation here, okay? You have depth here, or deeper together and depth, and you also have here true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, okay? So there could be here a reignited passion. Look at that, with soulmate at the right behind it. So this is beautiful. So there's this sense here of you knowing that this is your connection, and your partner knowing that this is their connection. It's like 2 peas in a pod type of energy here, okay? And that's beautiful, because in both cards, you see the person really intertwined with the other person's energy. There's a lot of passion, there's sensuality, there's that tenderness, there's love, and that could be here, that type of energy that will be at the forefront here in this month of March, okay? There could be just more displays of affection, more chemistry, more sensuality, more romance, more passion, okay? I'm getting like more sensuality. It's like I don't know, it's like sensual type of energy, you know what I mean? And passionate here for others of you, but I'm getting very sensual, kind of like that sexy sensual type of energy. You have free will here coming out of the deck in the area having to do with obstacles, challenges, or blockages. Now, you saw two cards come out, but the only one that flipped over was this one, which is the reason I am, why I pulled it aside, because it's the one that came up. Now, you have here free will as the obstacle. Now, you might be saying, well, how can that be an obstacle? Well, I'll tell you. Soulmate, true love, deeper together. This is coming across for some of you as you're so intertwined into each other's energy. You're so deeply in love. There's so much of this us, we, which is great. That's wonderful because, again, in the month of March, there's a deeper connection here. There's depth. However, this may be alienating other energies as well. It may be alienating your sense of independence. You may be kind of closing your circle, your social circles, or your friend circle, or, kind of disconnecting with your friends or family or loved ones because you're so intertwined in your connection that you're not seeing anything else. Okay. For some of you, this is coming across as, the starting of this connection here. So some of you may have been, this may be an early part of the connection. For others of you who are my veteran, my seasoned couples here, this is talking about you kind of looking at ways that you can do or take part in hobbies as well. All right. So whether you're starting in your connection, whether you feel you found your soulmate, this is the person, Cancer, this is your person, this person feels the same way about you, this is it, this is the one. And that's all positive, but this is also talking about being very open and honest about you really taking a look at your own individuality, right? So looking at what's still what are you still passionate about? Are you still focusing on your hobbies that you like to do, even though you are in this soulmate connection, even though there is this sense of unconditional love and acceptance with your partner, right? And that's where this codependency may be here for some of you here, right? There's just way too much togetherness, and there isn't here the sense of you allowing your partner to have their hobbies and take some time away from the relationship to breathe, or your partner also giving you a little bit of breathing room and allowing you to connect with some of your hobbies, right? So this is how this is coming across. So much and so much intertwined or intertwined energy, right? So much love that we kind of, in a way, forget about ourselves here. What are your goals? What are your hobbies? What are some things that you would like to do that doesn't include your partner, that includes you yourself? Okay. Now, for others of you, this is the reverse. Listen carefully. This free will is that you're doing so much apart that you're not doing enough things together. What does that mean? You're doing so many things together as a family, but you're not putting a lot of time and effort of one-to-one time together. Okay, so that's the other side. So you figure out which side of the spectrum you may be at, but this is talking about the other side of the spectrum, where you're always with friends, family, loved ones, always in the presence of others. And there's this disconnect of both of you connecting individually with one another, right? And again, this codependent behavior, you love your family and friends so much that all your time is spent on doing things for others, and there is this sense of a disconnection within your connection here. Okay, so for those of you where that may resonate, this is talking about coming to that awareness and kind of, in a way, self-correcting that here in the month of March. Okay, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you, Cancer. and your significant other. How can you overcome this energy? Now, remember, I gave you two messages here coming across in two different ways. So again, this is a general reading, and you may take what resonates the most for you. But let's take a look here at outcome, or look at that Five of Wands. How can you get over this? You have the Five of Wands and you have the Sun card. Look at that with the Two of Swords. Okay, number one, getting over being stubborn. That's the first thing here. So both of you need to be on the same page. So whether you're stubborn or your significant other or soulmate is stubborn, kind of like they're stuck in their ways, you're stuck in your ways, and there's this kind of like, well, we've always done it this way, we've never had a problem, why is it a problem now? Well, because I haven't voiced how I've been feeling all this time, and I just want a little bit more of me time. For others of you, it's the reverse. It's like, well, we've always had, friends, family, loved ones. We've always gone out and done family things all the time. Why is it a problem here? Well, because I haven't spoken out about how I feel about the fact that I want more one-to-one connection, quality time with you as a partner. You see how that is coming out here for you? So again, it could be either way. At the end of the day, you have here the Sun card. So how can you overcome this situation, circumstance, or event, this potential energy here in the month of March? Well, by looking at the bright side, by looking at the the light at the end of the tunnel. There are two turtles here. It's going to take time here for some of you. Why am I saying that? Because turtles are a symbol of longevity, of something that takes a long time to kind of outgrow. So outgrowing this codependent behavior, outgrowing this pattern of behavior, outgrowing the stubbornness, outgrowing the locking of the horns, outgrowing the pride or the ego getting in the way here of the connection here of some sorts. So that is something that's going to take time. But as long as both of you see those two people down there looking up at the sun, as long as both of you have a positive mindset, as long as both of you are looking at that finish line, as long as both of you are working towards eliminating or lessening this codependent behavior, whatever this may be, or however that may resonate with you, and focus more on, well, we can still do X, Y, and Z and still be able to fill in the blank and still be connected to one another, but just in a healthier way, right? Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Pisces, and we're going to end here with Pisces. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have been able to jump on this live today. And don't forget that I always do some lives here for you. Or going forward, I will be more consistently here. So make sure you turn on that notification bell, okay? Up next, we have Pisces, and then we're going to end our reading. Hello, Pisces. Whether you are a Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, these messages are for you, or however Pisces may show up on your astrological on your astrological natal chart, whether that be the houses that are focusing on love and relationships that you are a Pisces in, or however Pisces may show up for you or your significant other, okay? Because later, and I want to start off by saying thank you to you, my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, for your love, your support, and your loyalty. If you're interested in learning more about me, my credentials, my client testimonials, take a look down below in the credentials link and click that link. Turn on your notification bell so whenever I post new uploaded readings or whenever I go live, you don't miss out on that. Okay, Pisces, these messages are for you and your significant other. This is a couples, partners, soulmate, twin flame reading. However, you may title your connection. As long as you are in a connection, then these are for you. Let's take a look here at the energies that are coming up here, potential energies that are coming up for you here as a couple, and two cards just flipped over. So you have Daydream and this other card here, Freedom. popped up out of the deck. Okay, so and then I'm going to take a look at the obstacles and how you're going to overcome them as a couple. So freedom here, I'm getting here more communication is coming in for you and your significant other here in the month of March. There's a sense of being able to talk about things freely or move in a direction more freely here, however that may resonate for you. But there's this sense of freedom, there's this sense of release. Okay, others of you will be releasing anything that has been on your mind in the past or recent past. Some of you are exiting this energy, others of you may be entering this energy in the month of March. Daydream is talking about the things that are in your head, in your mind, as a couple or individually. So there is something here having to do with you either freely expressing as a couple towards each other what you are thinking about, or freely expressing here in communication something that you've been feeling that either you haven't spoken about in the past or recent past, or something that may come up here in the month of March where that will be this main energy that may be taking over here or may be at the forefront here for you. Okay, so there is the sense here of that energy here for you. Okay, for both of you. Let's see what else is coming through for you, Pisces, for March. Couples, partners, soulmate, twin flames, March messages for Pisces and their significant other. What else is coming through for you? You have, wow, this is beautiful, proposal. Now, listen carefully. Remember that I was talking about that freedom, and it's funny because as I was shuffling, what came out is also travel. Some of you may be thinking about relocating or talking about relocating. This relocation could be physical, as in one location to another location, or it could be within your career, one company going to another company, or this relocation could be something here having to do with going on vacation. Why am I saying that? Also here, you have proposal. You could be thinking about, Pisces, about asking your partner for marriage, or your partner may be asking you to get married. There's this sense of proposal here. Now, this could be taken in 3 different ways. Number 1, physically proposing for marriage. That's one. Proposal as in giving an idea, sharing what has been on your mind and putting out there, speaking freely, putting a proposal out there. Like, hey, I've been thinking about X, Y, and Z. What do you think about this joint venture that we could have in X, Y, and Z? Because whatever decision or whatever affects you, Pisces, affects your partner, and whatever affects your partner affects you. So this could be coming from your end, or it could be coming from your partner's end. But there's some type of proposal or talking about something here about that. Okay, I said a third one here. Oh, the third one is ascending your connection to a higher level of commitment. So it has nothing to do with physical proposal. It might not have anything to do with proposing an idea. For others of you, the proposal is here elevating, ascending your connection to a higher level of commitment. What do I mean by that? If you have been in the friend zone and you've been kind of talking, getting to know each other, this is the early stages of your relationship, you may be talking about, as a couple or individually, as moving into something more exclusive. Okay? For others of you who are in something more exclusive, this message may be saying, well, now we may be talking a little bit more about the future together as a couple. If you've been together as a couple for quite some time, or you feel that this time this is the person for you, and your person feels the same, maybe for some of you, you may be talking about, well, what if we move in together? What if we get married? What are your feelings about marriage? Not everybody wants to get married, right? What do you feel about living together? Whatever that ascension to a higher level of commitment may be, that may be here at the forefront at the forefront here in the month of March. There could be those type of conversations freely happening here that may have been on your mind for quite some time. Unexpected connections, opposites attract. Okay, you and your partner may be very different, or there may be some differences here. Now, for those of you here who are already married, and you may be saying, well, hey, this message isn't for me. Yeah, it's still for you, because this is talking about there could be something that you or your partner may be thinking individually that may be very different, but may be the same goal. So two people in a connection, already in a connection for quite some time, or already married, already moving, or have moved in together, have been together for quite some time. One person is thinking one thing, another person is thinking one thing. It's about the same goal, but now we need to talk about how we're going to get there together. Okay? And that's how this is coming across. For others of you here, before you do anything in regards as a couple, okay, for others of you who are, remember, in that friend to exclusive to, to something more serious or committed, and from that commitment maybe something even more committed, you guys need to really talk about things more openly here in the month of March if you are looking to establish more of a serious connection, like living together or something like that, because there could be here some subtle differences as a couple that may surface once you are in the next stage of your connection. So being very transparent about what your expectations may be, that they are realistic, and that your goals are in alignment with your partner's goals, that your partner's goals are in alignment to your goals. Meaning, this is what I'm trying to explain here. If you don't want to move to another country and your partner wants to move to another country, that's just an example. And I'm only saying that because of freedom here. So it's just an example, but I'm just showing you here. How can you manage that huge difference there? Another example, someone in this connection may want to have children. The other person may not want to have children. How can we fix that together as a couple? How can we compromise on that? One person may believe in marriage. Another person may not believe in marriage. How can we talk about that? Because there are things here that may come up unexpectedly here that may impact your relationship here in the month of March. Okay? So making sure that both of you are very clear in what your fantasy may be, or whatever is brewing in your mind, and to clearly communicate that here is of utmost importance here for you, Pisces, in the month of March. Okay, especially now that we are in Pisces season. So very important for you to be clear about what is in your mind and what your partner has in mind as well. Look at this. Witness. Now, how is this coming across here is that witness, there's this sense like to know, to speak out. So why is this coming up as a blockage or a challenge? There may be something that one of you is not speaking. You're thinking about something, it's in your mind, but the speaking about it or the coming into a compromise hasn't really been firm. This could be a potential energy that's coming in. So something could happen here in the month of March where, hey, listen, I've been thinking more about X, Y, and Z. This is talking about a potential blockage, because if you've had something on your mind for quite some time, or that something may pop up, something like what I just channeled a little while ago, proposal, moving, this, that, the other sticky, topics here, being exclusive, not being exclusive, however this may show up for some of you here. This is talking about whatever is in your mind. It's time for you to speak up as a couple. You need to have a clear kind of conversation here, making sure that what you agreed upon at the beginning of your relationship, or at the start of your relationship, or what you said 5 months ago is still the case in March. Okay, there's this kind of like, let's check in. And the reason why this is here as an obstacle is because some of you may find it a little bit uncomfortable to have those conversations again. And so what happens is there's this sense of both of you in this relationship kind of putting certain things under the rug and not taking a look at it. And this is saying before you know it, there's a huge mountain. Right? So before it becomes this huge mountain of things that haven't been discussed or thought of, this is the time now for you to really create that clarity and to be, not in denial any longer, to be really, really honest. This is what's been going, in my mind. I really want fill in the blank. I know you don't really want fill in the blank. How can we connect? How can we compromise? Or figure something out here? Are we still in alignment, right? Because we're looking at this relationship. Are we still in this alignment, or are we not, right? So and if we're not, how are we going to get there, right? How are we going to get there? How are we going to create, for instance, instead of opposition, how are we going to create more attraction here to our set goal, right? To our vision. All right. How are you going to overcome this? Wow, you have the 8 of Swords. Be careful. Don't allow your anxiety over this to take, to be the at the forefront. You have the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords. Wow. With the Moon card. Wow. There's a lot going on here. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you here. For some of you, this is a tough conversation. It may come across as a tough conversation. 8 of Swords being wrapped up in your head. Like I said a little while ago here with this daydream card. You got to release. You got to talk about something here. The only way for you to overcome this situation, circumstance, or event, this potential energy here about something that both of you may not be on the same page about, is by you talking about it, by you confronting it. All right. So you have the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and you have the Moon. Okay. The Moon, Pisces season here. This may be the time where this clarity needs to take place. In March, it may happen. Just giving you a heads up on this. When there's a full moon, a couple days before the moon, a full moon, a couple days before the full moon, a couple days after the full moon, there may be a little bit of heightened tension, heightened anxiety or fear. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. But moon here energy is like, we really need to talk about what is our fear and anxiety. What is it that we're hiding in ourselves, or what is it that we're hiding here that we're not being fully aware about? What's our communication? What's our mind in about communication? So there's a truth here that really needs to be spoken about, or a clarity here that needs to be spoken about, so both of you can freely continue to give into this relationship, so that you can gain that successful goal or outcome that you're working towards in this connection. Because for some of you, this proposal or this connection is the one for you. You feel is the one. And this is saying that's beautiful. This is good that you feel that this is the one. Make sure, does your person feel that you're the one too? Or is this just a one-way thing? Does your person also feel like they want the same things you want in regards to a commitment, or the elements here of a committed relationship here that you may have in your mind, or they may have in their mind? So this is talking about all of that. This is saying it's possible. Of course, there's love here. Look at this proposal. There's love here. So there's this sense of, someone, it says your romance is about to evolve and level up. So this is just kind of saying, Pisces, ding, ding. We know that sometimes you get caught up in your head and you start making images and, a storyline in your head. And I can say that, Pisces, because I'm a Pisces moon. So I know. I'm not I'm not just picking on you. I'm a Pisces moon, so I know. So this is saying, making sure that all these plans are not just up in your head, but there are also in constant, or in a, not constant, but there is a connection here, a fundamental connection here, where both people are on board about the same thing. If you don't have to agree, but how can you agree to disagree, and how can you create a sense of compromise? Pisces, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.